All right, you guys, if you're anything like me, you probably spend your evenings on all of the auction sites looking to pick up a depreciated car at the expense of the previous owner. Lexus has been the answer in the big old luxury sedan market for as long as I can remember. The other contenders, let's say a mid-2000s S-Class, first-gen Continental GT, I love that you can grab those for, I don't know, 20,000 now, but this one might actually get you back from your destination, and that's the kicker, right? So this is a 2007 Lexus LS600 HL, and all of those numbers and letters do mean something. We're gonna get into it and see if this is the one to buy. I did not take advantage of them just now, but this does have soft closed doors, and we've got a backup camera, and something really cool. This is ahead of its time. I'm not the biggest fan of these, but if you own a Tesla, you might be familiar with just having this key card. It looks like a credit card, really nice kind of metallic feel to it. It's got some weight to it, definitely not an afterthought. That is your key. So judging by the name of this car, LS600, you might assume this has a 6-liter engine. That's far from the truth. Now, the base model of the LS is, of course, the 460, and that does have a 4.6-liter V8. Wow, I did it. I hit the wipers instead of the turn signals. That's embarrassing. So this actually has a 5-liter V8 under the hood. It's got a hybrid system, which makes it standard all-wheel drive, and it's got 430 horsepower and up to, according to Lexus, 385, I believe, pound-feet of torque. So no joke. And the hybrid system, it's not a plug-in. It's very similar to either a Prius or a new Honda Accord. It's a parallel series hybrid. So a lot of the times the gasoline engine is powering the wheels directly, but at other times it's also just being used as a generator to charge the battery, and then of course use that juice for the motor. Make a non-efficient engine a little bit more efficient and smooth out the ride. This car's all about isolation, as is any luxury car like this, and that's exactly why it has air suspension as standard. While comparing the ride to a new S580 would be a waste of breath, it is incredibly floaty and quiet, especially considering its age. There are sport and comfort ride settings, in addition to the option to lift the vehicle for any off-road scenarios. If you're looking to lower it, the owner of this car, who we'll meet in a few minutes, has installed an aftermarket controller, opening up more ride height options, i.e. slammed. So yeah, I did not notice a difference in the suspension. Sport and comfort feel the exact same. We have hybrid, power, and snow modes. Power just changes the throttle mapping, makes it a little bit more twitchy. Snow does the opposite. Heated and ventilated seats up here. As we're gonna find out, this had an incredibly high MSRP when it was new in 07. So you would expect it would have things like radar cruise control, which it does, but for the time, that's incredible. That, again, is an S-Class thing. Wow, throttle response is incredible. It does not have a traditional transmission. It is an eCVT. It just feels like an electric vehicle. Instantaneous torque. Oh yeah, there we go. Tons and tons of torque, just gobs of torque. The LS600 HL would make the perfect road trip car. Have you ever packed your friends into a car and hit the road, only to realize 4 hours in, all you were really looking for were people to vent to in a place that felt comfortable? Perhaps there's too many distractions here for that, but that's why I want to thank BetterHelp for this paid partnership in today's video. With no road trips on the radar, I can't be the only one feeling antsy to get car season started again after feeling like I spent the whole winter walking around in circles getting nowhere. Instead of choosing a path of chaos when sorting out what I know needs attention moving forward, I've found being intentional about listening to new ideas has helped calm me down and see bad habits as they happen, making the road forward a lot more clear. And that's why today I'm talking about BetterHelp, you guys. They make it easy to connect you to a therapist who will not only listen, but most importantly, fit your needs and personality. Whether you're traveling or just hanging out at home, you can make a schedule that best fits your life and reach out how you want, whether it be over messaging, video, or a call. After answering just a few questions on their site, you'll be matched to a credentialed therapist in as little as a couple of days. Best part is, if you don't feel like you connect with your therapist, you're able to easily switch and find someone who does. Look, even if you just want advice or someone to vent to, BetterHelp could become a great place to do that. So if you think you may want to give BetterHelp a try, you can use our link I've put in the description, betterhelp.com/roadsuntraveled. And in there, you'll find a 10% discount off your first month as well. Thank you, BetterHelp. Now back to the drive. Wow, when I roll into the throttle, it feels like an EV. It feels like an electric car. And in fact, there's actually a button down here for an EV mode. This is something you would see in a brand new hybrid, right? If you're around a parking garage or some city center and you don't want to wake up the neighbors, not that this V8 makes any noise, but you could hit that button and theoretically, for short amounts of time, run on only electricity. Very light steering, although not, I mean, there's no feel to it. It's numb, but it's not inaccurate. Think about this though. This is where I get tripped up looking at this car and looking at how far ahead Toyota and Lexus were looking. The fact that this is a hybrid model and it sits at the top of the range, that's what manufacturers are doing now. All of these brand new plug-in hybrid systems, AMGs, Volvos, all of the top trims are plug-in hybrids, not only for performance, but for efficiency. It's both. It's best of both worlds. And you can still retain under the hood here a 2UR 5-liter V8, an engine that Lexus has, I mean, still uses to this day in the LC500, ISF, RCF, GSF, albeit in different tuning levels. The LC500 engine is vastly different. This one's tuned a little bit more towards torque. It's got a lower RPM or a lower red line, that sort of thing, but it enables you to still use that big V8, but with a little bit more efficiency. They nailed it. No S-Class had a hybrid system at the time. That was, in fact, my guess. Mercedes probably looked into it and just figured, hey, this is not what S-Class buyers want. We already make the smoothest V12. We do not need a hybrid system. And also just looking at their clients, hey, an S-Class owner probably does not want to be seen driving a hybrid. Or if it is, they don't want a badge that says hybrid. And Lexus also did a really good job at keeping this subtle. There's just one hybrid badge on the side of the car. There's a limited amount of chrome. Looks really classy. It blends in with traffic. I love the way this thing looks. It looks almost like every other Lexus minus the incredible wheelbase. Also just noticed it has a camera here, like a selfie cam, what I've only recently seen in brand new cars. That's not creepy at all. The best part about this is you share it with the people in your life. That's what this car is for. With any car with an exuberance of luxury in the back seat, you end up just wanting to show it off, but not in the, hey, look at me. It's, hey, look, I can give you this. I can give you an experience that no one else is going to be able to give you. And that's what this car does best. All right, you guys, LS600HL. It's Evgeny's car. It's not my car.
Hello.
What's going on, man? Welcome to the channel.
Thank you, thank you.
So you drove me and Elvis. You guys know Elvis. He's been on the channel before. From Vancouver to Seattle in June.
For Week Fest, yes.
In this car.
Yes.
That was my first introduction to this car. You guys, I had never been driven in the back seat of a proper luxury car like this. How do you justify buying something like this when you're not the one really enjoying everything that it has to offer?
So in my case, I do a lot of road trips. I go on like long drives a lot. I go down to Seattle, down to California, to Oregon, sometimes Arizona, Montreal. So a lot of cross-country stuff. So for me, this is just like a logical choice since it's so comfortable and it's decent on gas, right? And it's being a Lexus, obviously it's reliable too.
What's your gas mileage like?
So roughly with city combined, I'd say it's about 20 miles per gallon, so like 13 or so liters per 100.
All right.
It's okay for a car that weighs 5,500 pounds.
Yeah, not great for a hybrid, but it's good for a 5-liter V8.
Exactly.
So 600HL, what does the L stand for? H is hybrid. What is the L?
The whole logic behind the name of it is was the LS 460, which is the base model with a 4.6 liter V8. And the 600 was meant to compete with the S600 Mercedes, which is where they took the name from. And it's not actually
funny.
a 6-liter V8, right? It's a 5-liter, but they added another 100 for the hybrid, right? So the 600H,
I see. Yes.
that's one part of it.
Right.
And then the L, which was available on both the 460s and the 600s, that's the long wheelbase. So if you come here, the short wheelbase is missing about 6 inches of legroom for the rear passengers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about this much longer. You can really tell them apart by the rear door.
Now, the Tesla wheels, what are those off of? Obviously
So
Tesla, but...
These are 20-inch Model X wheels. I think they're called the Slipstream wheels from Tesla. They're 20 by 9 up front, 20 by 9.5 in back.
They
They bolt right up since it's 5 by 120, right? It's like a BMW bolt pattern. The Model S and X are 5 by 120, so they bolt right up. The 3 and the Y are 5 by 114.
Oh,
So
I
they
see.
don't work. Yeah.
They fit
They fit.
incredibly, visually speaking.
Yeah.
I think they look awesome. They actually kind of have an older 7 Series BMW look to them.
I agree.
They remind me of older BMW wheels.
One thing they don't say when they tell you to buy a depreciated luxury car is the cars depreciate, the parts do not.
No, and that's, you guys, like, this kind of stuff should not, it kind of goes without saying. We shouldn't need to tell you that buying an older luxury car is going to be expensive to maintain, but the Lexus should be less so.
Yes.
And that's the
exactly.
argument to buy one of these in the used market. Should we go hop in the inside?
Sure.
Let's
in the
go do
back.
it.
Yeah, so this one has the executive package, which most LSs that you'll see on the road, they have the 3 seats here, right? This one only has 2 and it has the center console in the middle. And the executive package is something like $20,000 on top of the already top trim.
Okay, wow.
The executive package adds a lot of rear amenities, including the reclining ottoman seat, which is this one. If you hit this button right here, the front seat will move all the way
This is all
forward.
automatic.
All automatic. The headrest will go up, it'll fold down.
Oh yeah, and then I start moving here.
Yeah.
And then
It'll
I've got...
recline.
Oh yeah, all right.
And then if you want even more comfort, you could always grab this remote right here. Hit the on button. Of course, it's on Japanese.
Oh, this is for the TV?
No, this is for the
Okay.
massaging seat.
Oh,
So
I
you
see.
press one of the massage presets, and you can adjust the strength and speed of it.
So this is the thing, you guys. These cars were sold in North America, but also in Japan. So when you get one from Japan, it might be cheaper. But half of the buttons are all in Japanese, which once you learn it,
Yeah, once you know
isn't
how
a
it works,
problem.
it's easy.
That's and then half of it's in English, obviously. The massage is good.
It's a very good massage.
You mentioned earlier, this also has infrared automatic climate control.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's this little circular thing or
Yep.
this infrared plate.
Mm-hmm.
One of the two measures each passenger's body temperature through like infrared cameras and adjusts the climate control accordingly, which is crazy for a 2007.
Well, because the reason I bring it up, I was just in a brand new Genesis GV80, and that was like one of the top technological things that they had made new for the 2025 model year. And same with massage, but this massage is way better than Genesis massage in 2025. Not gonna lie. Cooled seats, ventilated seats, and heated seats back here. Sunshades. It's got a fridge.
Yes, it has a fridge as well. So funny enough, the non-executive cars have the fridge right here, but it's pretty small. This one, I have managed to squeeze about 8 cans into it.
That's incredible.
Or like 4 water bottles. So
This
it's
is big.
decently sized.
Yeah, and this is normally where, like in a Rolls Royce, you have your flute.
Yes.
Well, you have the flutes up there, and then. I mean, this is exceptional. This has everything that you could possibly want. How's the sound system?
Oh, the sound system it's a Mark Levinson 450 watt 19 speaker setup, and it's probably one of the best sound systems I've heard in any car, period. Just the bass response is crazy for a stock sound system.
Yeah, and it's got all your Alcantara headliner speakers above me. I didn't actually notice this before.
These are not speakers, fun fact. These are air purifiers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, air ionizers.
All right. Does it come with a fragrance too, like Mercedes?
No, it does not. That's slightly too advanced for this.
I think, how much of this do you think is just straight up lies?
No, I believe it. There's literally up front, there's a little section that shows you if it's cleaning the air, if it's ionizing it.
All right. It's honestly hard to hold a conversation in this position currently. And I haven't even put up the ottoman as high as it can go. You could easily sleep out of your car. Hey, this is a good sales pitch for the Lower Mainland or any expensive city in North America right now.
Any hippies that lives in Whistler.
These,
You know, the van life.
Yeah.
you could rent them out. Bring these up to Whistler and then rent it out.
Dude, people would be living the dream.
The cops aren't getting rid of campers. Why would they get rid of a Lexus?
Exactly.
Yeah. This has done the opposite of real estate. It's gone from, what was the original MSRP you were telling
So
me?
this car in Canadian dollars was about 160,000 or so.
All right.
And now you can pick them up between 10 and 20, depending on condition, mileage, whatever.
Yeah, okay, so 10 to 15% of its original value.
Yeah.
Okay, so my seat here on the left side, of course, the seat in front of me isn't going to be able to go fully forward if it's the driver's seat. So this is the only side that gets that incredible ottoman that you could literally fall asleep in. So you have power controls on your side, but just not as
Yeah, so
much?
I have controls for the seats. It obviously leans back a bit.
Yeah.
Not nearly as much as this one. The backrest can move a bit. The headrest, you can move it. It's powered.
That's a big thing. New S-Classes, like your run-of-the-mill S-Class will do that. You'll have reclining back seats and everything, but what you won't have is a lot of the extra stuff you really don't need.
Yeah, so you have heated and cooled seats, obviously, on both
Yes.
sides.
So of course we've got a TV. These became really popular mid-2000s in Lincoln Navigator, all this stuff. It was a huge thing to shut your kids up on road trips. But this one is cool, very unique because, no, wrong section.
No, that's the right one.
Oh yeah, we got DVDs here, but if I wanted to connect an Xbox.
Right, so there's
What would be
actually
that?
a video input right here and a plug.
Ah, there we go.
You can either have like a regular car plug or there's a household plug further up here.
Yep.
So you can plug in an Xbox. I've done that actually on trips. You just plug this in, Xbox 360, put in a game. So you fold down the screen with this remote right here.
Yep.
Obviously it's gonna block the video right now.
This was the best part about our drive down to Seattle because, I mean, I thought I should be paying you. Like I wanted to tip you because here, Elvis and I are in the back. We're watching the Grand Tour. We're like howling laughing because you have Chromecast installed, so you can just
Yes.
watch whatever.
So this being a Japanese import, you can get video up front. I'm not sure about the local cars if you can do that.
Yeah, don't say that. That's
illegal.
not
Okay,
legal.
don't watch videos. But when you're parked, right, you can have video up front.
Yes.
And one of the features is you can mirror that front screen to the back screen.
Okay. Yep.
So you can have both screens displaying the same thing, whether it's a Chromecast like I had, where you have Netflix running, YouTube,
Yeah.
whatever.
Could you live stream? Like, say
You
there
could-
was a fight
yeah.
going on or a sports,
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know if there's like Twitch apps on a Chromecast, but if
Yeah.
there is, yeah, you could absolutely do that. You could plug in, say, a DVD player, or well, a DVD player's right here, but like an Xbox or something in here, and plug in 2 pairs of headphones right here and adjust the volume. And once you lower that screen and you turn on the split view mode, the front passengers have their music through the speakers. The rear passengers have their headphones on with their media playing on the TV.
Right. Yeah. That's amazing. What else are we missing here? I mean, we've got our comfort first off, at least on this side. The massage is amazing, by the way. We've got our entertainment. We've got ventilation.
Yeah.
Peace of
We have-
mind,
we have-
privacy.
We have in-flight snacks.
We've
you
got
can cool
in-flight
down
snacks.
drinks, cool down snacks, whatever. If you want to eat here, you have a table that folds out from the middle. You can rotate it either way.
That's not for eating. There's ashtrays in all the doors,
Yes, of course.
which is incredible. Look, can we just touch on the quality of the interior here and the materials and how well this is held up? I mean, we're not talking about a 30-year-old vehicle, but it feels almost brand new.
Yeah.
Feels like the car has 50,000 kilometers.
The materials the Lexus used really held up
Yeah.
nicely, depending obviously on the condition you get. Some cars are worse than others, but
Yeah.
in this case, all the materials look more or less brand new.
Yeah.
There's a bit of like fading on like the seats, some
Yeah, there's
wrinkles here and
there's
there.
no stains,
Yeah.
like cigarette stains or any, and all the stitching
Yes,
is
it's beautiful.
perfect.
And this is part of, I can't remember if this is the Executive or the LS600s that got this, but every piece you touch is covered in leather.
Even the holy shit handles are like
Yeah, even the
really
handles here are have
Oh,
nice
yeah,
wooden
yeah,
grips to
so
them.
nice.
Yeah, compare this to an S-Class of the same time period. I think aesthetically, design-wise, we talked about this earlier, this has it beat.
Yeah.
I feel this is less old man, which is
Yeah, I
hilarious
agree.
because it's Lexus, but I think it works. And it flies so under the radar. It's so stealthy compared to, you know, a first-gen Continental GT. I spot those real quick because I think they're cool, but this just flies under the radar.
If you want something subtle but also really, really nice, this is
Yeah,
top
it's good.
contenders.
Yeah, thanks for showing me the car, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. You guys, everybody's links will be in the description. I'm gonna go take a nap now.